So today I wanted to talk to you guys about manifesting and the connection between manifesting and letting go in order to receive and achieve all of your desires and the simplicity of it all. I feel like there's a lot of videos and posts today about manifesting, and it just makes it seem so much more complicated than it is, but it really isn't that hard, and anyone can do it for free. All you need really is the power of your mind. Okay, so I wanted to start by saying my definition of manifesting and manifestation, because I feel like it is subjective. In a sense, I mean, the general concept of it, most people are kind of on the same page, but just for reference, so that when I speak on it, you know where I'm coming from. So I will define manifestation as thinking about something, feeling good about those thoughts, believing that they will happen, letting go and releasing expectations, and then having your manifestation appear in divine timing. And also, if you see me looking down, I wrote down some notes so that I can kind of stay like on track and not ramble. But I probably will still ramble, but hopefully it's easier to follow along with. So moving on, that is how I will define manifestation. We To go deeper into it, we do think a lot as humans, and it can be scary to think like, oh, I just thought about something bad happening. Is that gonna really manifest now? But I don't think it works like that. I think the more that you do think about that thing happening, and the more that you let it overcome you, or the more that you let it fill you up with negative emotions, then that's when something can manifest. Just as in when you think about something good happening and it fills you up with positive emotions, that can lead to something positive happening. So one of the most important factors of manifesting, I would say, is feeling good about your desires. Just as I said previously, how you can feel negative about something and you don't want that to happen, but you can't stop thinking about it. Feeling good about what you want and just putting yourself in a state of bliss about it. Just similar to how like we all want money, and you feel good when you have money. You feel good about earning money. You feel good when you get that deposit. Keep yourself in that state. Try not to let those negative thoughts and negative emotions take over, which is easier said than done, definitely, because I deal with those things too, but it does help you manifest easier. That is one of the things that I first learned early on when I got into manifesting and the law of attraction and all that. Keeping yourself in a state of feeling good. I learned that from Abraham Hicks. When you are manifesting or trying to manifest something, it's easy to think of the hows, the whens, the whys, the what ifs. And like I said, I definitely get caught up in those things too, but those things do not matter. Those things are not for you to worry about. All you need to worry about is keeping yourself content, peaceful, expressing gratitude, expressing love, and that is how your manifestation gets closer to you. When I'm manifesting or trying to manifest something, I definitely can get into my head a lot, and I feel like that's been happening a lot more lately. So I've really been trying to like reel it in and remember that it's not that deep. Just as most things, it's not that deep. Again, like I said in my definition, releasing control and letting go of expectations, because sometimes we want things to happen a certain way. We want it to go exactly how we see it in our head, and sometimes it may not happen in that way, but we can still get the things that we want. Just be open to it happening in different routes, in different forms. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself in a box. Don't limit yourself when you can have so much more and you're deserving of so much more. And that's another thing, really believing that you deserve it. We all deserve our desires, and we're all capable of manifesting those desires. Um, Another important thing that I wanted to talk about in my definition was believing. Sometimes we say we want something, but we don't really believe that we can get that thing. That happens a lot. I definitely have seen that. Something like someone says, "Oh, I want to win the lottery," but they don't really believe that they can win the lottery. You're not going to manifest that if you don't really believe it for yourself. And I know that when I really, really believe something, I feel it. I feel it, and it's hard to explain. It's just a really good feeling when I really am sure of something and I really trust my intuition to guide me towards that thing that I so deeply desire. Another thing is divine timing. Again, it's not your job to worry about how something's going to happen or when it's going to happen. Everything is going to happen just as it should, always. And I do really believe that also. Even when I would say try not to rush into something. Like you really want something to manifest, but you're trying to rush it. You're trying to do every little thing to get to it. You're obsessing over it. I think that even though you probably shouldn't do that, that is also a part of the process towards learning more about yourself and learning more about your abilities to manifest. You know, those little things, they all add up to the bigger picture. And I mean, it's just like when something happens that you kind of throws you for a loop or it throws you off course, that is supposed to work out that way. You will get back on track and you will end up where you're supposed to be, all in divine timing. Things happen when we are ready for it. I think even when it may not feel like we can handle it, we can always handle it because we are much stronger than we think we are, and we are capable. We are resilient. Affirmations. Going into affirmations, I love writing affirmations, and those are one of the things that I use to help me manifest. I can write affirmations all day long. It makes me feel so good. And again, keeping yourself in that place of feeling good, doing anything that keeps you there. And for me, that's writing affirmations. So I usually write them in the morning after I wake up or before I go to bed. Not for any particular reason. It just, even though it is a good way to start your day and to end your day, sometimes I will write it in the middle of the day. Just depends on how I feel and where the day is going for me, or if I feel like I need to, I guess. But I would never force myself to do something in terms of, I guess, like if I don't feel good about something, then I don't want to do it. Pretty much. Like I want to do something like writing affirmations or meditating when I feel compelled to, when I feel like I'm in a good space to do it. And it's okay to take breaks for yourself, of course. That can be a video in and of itself, but just doing things when you feel ready. Again, divine timing. No rush, no pressure. So one of the other first basic things I learned when learning about manifestation was ask, believe, receive. I think I actually have that book here. Oh, Ask and It Is Given by Jerry and Esther Hicks, also known as Abraham Hicks. Think or ask, believe, and receive. So thinking about what you want, believing it, and you will receive it. Or asking for it, believing that it's going to come to you, and you receive it. I think it really can be that simple once you get out of your own head and get out of your own way, which can be hard and complications can arise, but it does take time. But once you get there, you will feel so much better about your manifesting abilities. And going back to the affirmations, just simple things like I am loved, I am at peace, I am safe, I am divinely guided, I am protected, all is well, all of my manifestations are coming to me, the universe works in my favor. Just simple things like that really help your manifestations appear, because you're putting out that positive, loving energy into the universe, and it's only right that it comes back to you. What goes around comes around. So, other ways that you can that can help you manifest, aside from writing affirmations, can be meditation or using crystals, and those are two things that I love to do. Meditation, it is an art, and it does take time to really get into the swing of things, and I'm still learning how to get into the swing of things, and I've been practicing it for quite some time, but I'm going to keep going because I know that it is beneficial. I like to do guided meditations, but I've been trying to do quiet meditations where, I'm not listening to anything and just observing my thoughts, I guess. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I don't want to do those kind of meditations because I don't know what to think about. Like, I'm just thinking of weird random things. I'm thinking of memes, like things that have nothing to do with anything. But that's okay. There is no right or wrong way to meditate. It's just putting yourself in a state of just being present in the moment, not thinking about the past, not worried about the future, just being still and being grateful for what is now. And gratitude is another very important aspect when it comes to manifesting. As humans, we often get caught up in our daily lives and we don't express as much gratitude as we should, for every little thing. Or we tend to focus on the negatives more than the positives. But even things like, let's say you're in traffic and everyone hates traffic, blah, blah, blah. But you can think of it as, I'm grateful that I have a car. I'm grateful that I have gas. I'm grateful that there wasn't an accident. I'm grateful that I'm safe. I'm grateful that I have somewhere to go. Changing your perspective on things so that you see things in a different light and you're able to express gratitude for those things instead of focusing on the negatives and this bad thing is happening. Oh, I'm going to be late, etc., etc. You're safe and all is really well if you just take time to step back from what is happening and from that negative mindset, put yourself back in that place of feeling good. Aligning yourself, alignment, keyword. Along with expressing gratitude, forgiveness, and patience, forgiving yourself and others and knowing that everyone is on their own journeys and just try not to take things personal. I really think most or all things is just a personal attack on that person who's doing it. They're personally attacking themselves because really they're hurting themselves the most. But knowing that you have the ability to step away from that and you can put yourself back in alignment. The only person that you can control is yourself. You can control your feelings. You can't control someone else's feelings or actions, only your own. And I think that is also a beautiful thing, And yes, that is how you get back into alignment, by realizing that and taking a step back once again and realizing like, oh, I'm feeling bad about something, but I have the power to feel good about something. And I don't need to wait for someone else or something else to happen for me to get to that point. I can get to that point myself. And then patience. Having patience, which again can be hard. Definitely, I can be impatient sometimes. It's what it is. But trusting the universe, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and knowing that your desires are going to come and they will come in divine timing once again. Patience and being patient and not rushing. Like I said previously, although again that can all just be a part of your journey, but just let go, release, and know you are the all-knowing, despite what others may say or what we've been conditioned to think. You are all knowing. You have your own intuition, and it's important that you follow that and know that your intuition can never steer you wrong. Everything is aligned, and everything is aligning just as it should. I don't think I forgot to mention this also when I talk about meditation, but crystals and meditating with crystals can be a very beautiful experience. And crystals can help enhance your manifestation depending on what you want to manifest and what crystals you use. So, for example, if you want to manifest money, you can use a crystal that is good for manifesting money. If you want to manifest love, you can use a crystal that's good for manifesting love. I usually manifest with my rose quartz because that is my favorite crystal. I have it here actually. I have a few of them, so yeah, I obviously love it. It's my favorite. It just helps you feel grounded, be more still, and in a way, it's like you have companionship while you're manifesting, and knowing that there is a positive energy surrounding you and positive light surrounding you, and that you're not alone, pretty much. That's why I like to have them with me, knowing that you're not alone and all is well, and the universe is everywhere. It's inside you and it's around you. And just, again, keeping yourself in that place of feeling good. Crystals make me feel good, so I like to keep them around with me. I love their energy. And yeah. Also with meditating, visualizing. Visualization is essential, I think, to manifesting. Just like I was said in the beginning, when you think about something bad happening and you feel bad about it, you're visualizing these negative things that can happen. Visualizing the positive things that you want to happen is an even greater feeling. Really, you just feel overcome with love and happiness and joy and gratitude. And I know I definitely felt that while meditating, especially doing guided meditations. Just amazing. I just love it. Just having that direct focus on what you want to manifest and having that direct focus on your desires, seeing it, feeling it. Again, having your crystals with you to enhance those feelings, it's very, very powerful. So for example, let's say you want to manifest a car. What kind of car is it? How big is it? How small is it? How does it feel on the inside? Do you have leather seats? Do you have, I don't know, what color is it? What kind of details do you have on it? Do you have, just the colors and everything? And most importantly, how do you feel in the car? What kind of music are you going to play in the car? Where are you going to drive to? Just knowing those specific things and feeling it, it's like you're already there. It's like you already have it. And you do already have it. Even if it's not yet physical, you do already have it. And just feeling that and knowing that is more than enough to enhance your manifestation and know that it is on its way to you in divine timing once again. So visualizing during meditation or just visualizing throughout your day is highly beneficial, and it does keep you in that place of feeling good when you are thinking about your desires and just really feeling that you are there already. Writing about your desires in the present tense. I have this car. I have this home. I'm traveling here today. My business is successful. Speaking about things in the present tense helps those things come to you in the present tense. You know what I mean? So I definitely love visualizing, and it is something that I like to do more of, either writing it or doing it while meditating. One other very important aspect of manifesting is setting your intention. What do you intend to have? I think it's a pretty easy thing to think of. Not thinking of the hows, the whens, the whys, etc., etc. What do you want? Do you intend on having it? Yes. So, example, you intend on having a significant amount of money. That is your intention. You believe in that, You know that it's coming. You let go of the outcomes, you let go of how that money is going to get to you, when it's going to get to you. Just know that it is coming to you. One example personally that I have from setting my intention, this happened a few years ago. I was writing in my journal, and I was writing, I want a boyfriend, blah blah blah, and I was writing down the characteristics that I want, and that was me setting my intention. And then I closed my journal, and then I walked out of my room, and I went on about my day, not thinking of it, because I just felt good about writing it. I'm like, okay, this is what I want. That's all I need to do. And then very shortly after that, within a few hours, probably an hour or two, someone messaged me, and then I started dating that person. And I just couldn't believe that my desire manifested so easily and so quickly. It was just really divine timing, and it's definitely something that I like to think about when manifesting now, and just remembering like, oh, I did this happened, like I'm capable of doing this again with anything if I want to, and just being sure of what you want. So again, being specific about what you want, how you feel when you have that thing, and putting yourself there as if you are there right now, because you can be there right now. Releasing control can be difficult. It's probably one of the more difficult things when it comes to manifesting, because you want things to happen when you want it to happen, how you want it to happen, and you're always thinking of, oh, I must have to do this, and this for it to happen. But that's not true. Just setting your attention once again and knowing that it's coming and feeling good about that thing coming to you. You don't have to control every little thing, and you shouldn't control every little thing. The only thing that is your concern is how you feel and your actions. Keeping yourself in that place is feeling good. That is under your control, and that is all that matters. And again, along with releasing control, being open to the different outcomes that can happen, and not putting yourself in that box of, oh, it can only happen like XYZ. No, it can happen in many different forms. Just know that it will happen. A fun way to manifest is by playing some games. You can find these on TikTok or Pinterest. I've seen one that I have played last year was the 5x55 method. So you write down your desire for 5 days, 55 times. And during this process, it was like, by the third day, I really wanted to give up, because I'm like, okay, my hands, they're hurting. Really, I can't keep doing this for 55 times, writing down this, even though I do want this desire. And what I was writing was, I want to hang out with my boyfriend because I haven't seen him in a while. So writing that down 55 times. But I'm glad I stuck with it, because after the 5th day, it did happen. And obviously I was very happy, and I do credit that to doing that method. So that is a method that I would recommend, and I can see myself trying it again. I will push through the 55 times because it will be worth it. One method I'm trying right now is a 369 method, which is where you write your intention 3 times in the past tense. No, sorry. You write your desire 3 times in the past tense, you write your intention 6 times, and then you write the outcome 9 times. So I did this a few days ago. So I believe I wrote something like, I desire to have a significant amount of money, or a large amount of money, deposited into my account. Write that 3 times. Write your intention 6 times. I intend on having a large amount of money deposited into my account. And the outcome, I have financial freedom, financial success, financial abundance. And just, okay, this is what I want. I don't know how it's going to happen. I did earn 1 penny from my stock investment, so we're getting there. But yeah, just setting your intention and knowing that it's going to happen one way or another. My only job is to stay focused on myself and staying content and peaceful in however way I may see fit. It's different for everyone, of course, but just keeping yourself in alignment and knowing that everything is aligned. So after you set your intention, some things or some signs that your manifestation is near or it is in the works would be angel numbers, synchronicity, moments of extreme gratitude. I experience that a lot. Moments of extreme gratitude, and you just feel so overwhelmed with gratitude and love and compassion. It's such a beautiful feeling. And it's just, I just feel like I know, like, okay, everything's working out just as it should. Like, everything's okay. This thing is going to happen no matter what. Like, I'm so sure of it. I've never been more sure of something. And I just love when those moments happen. As I said, I experience them pretty often. So I feel pretty good about, following my intuition and all of my desires manifesting, because I can just feel it. And that's another thing I wrote as a sign. You just know. When you just know, you just know. But, sometimes I do get in my head again, and I'm like, am I just, like, I don't know. Is this just something that I want to believe? Like, am I just trying to make myself believe it? But no, these are things that I wholeheartedly believe. I couldn't talk myself out of it if I tried, because the signs, they just keep appearing. And, it keeps me on track, and it keeps me grounded, and it lets me know that, once again, everything's okay and everything is in alignment and everything will happen in divine timing. I don't know when or how, once again, but I know that these things are going to happen, and that just makes me feel so happy. So again, I'm in that place of feeling good just from this moment. You'll feel freedom from doubt, anxiety, and fear and worry. If you feel any of those things about your desires, I think that's just pushing them away, because again, you're thinking those negative aspects are still in the back of your head. You want to let go of all those, and again, know and trust. I know I keep saying the same things, but it's just so true. Just knowing and trusting in yourself and your intuition in the universe, and knowing that everything is working out just as it should. Everything is aligning. So there is no reason to fear or worry or have anxiety or have doubts. There's no reason for that, because everything is happening just as it should. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Detaching from the outcome. I already spoke on this before, but again, not putting yourself in that box, like I keep saying. Detaching from, well, another way to interpret this is, not necessarily not caring if it happens, but knowing that you'll be okay if it does or if it doesn't. I think that's a part of detaching from the outcome. You know that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You're going to be happy. You're going to be successful. I think that's a clear sign that your manifestation is near, because you know that you're going to feel good. You're going to be okay no matter what. There's nothing holding you back. You have no restrictions. You have no confinement to anything. You don't feel tied down to anything. You feel limitless, because you are limitless. We all are. And again, that is another beautiful feeling, knowing that everything is okay and everything is working out just as it should. So that was my little tidbit on manifesting, and just a few tips and my thoughts on it. It really is much easier than we might make it out to be. We are all capable, because we are all divine beings, and we are all love and light. So once you get back to that place and you realign yourself, you'll start to see these things and feel these things for yourself, and you'll see that you can have anything that you desire, because you are worthy of everything that you desire. But yes, I will be making more videos similar to this one in the near future, so I will see you guys then. Bye.